Hey guys, we do something a little different tonight. It's beautiful out here. Not dark yet, so instead of looking at my ugly mug, I'll have you watch some of this beautiful sunset, and you can just listen to me talk. So it's Tuesday, March 20th, 2018. Today's devotion is called God Walks With Us. The Lord makes firm the steps of the one who delights in him. Psalm 37:23. Exodus 13:17 through 22. When Pharaoh let the people go, God didn't lead them by the way of the land of the Philistines. Even though that was the shorter route, God thought if the people had to fight and face war, they would run back to Egypt. So God led the people by the roundabout way of the Red Sea desert. The Israelites went up out of the land of Egypt ready for battle. Moses took with him Joseph's bones, just as Joseph had made Israel's sons promise when he said to them, "When God takes care of you, you must carry my bones out of here with you." They set out from Succoth and camped at Etham on the edge of the desert. The Lord went in front of them during the day in a column of cloud to guide them, and at night in a column of lightning to give them light. This way they could travel during the day and at night. The column of cloud during the day and the column of lightning at night never left its place in front of the people. This comes from Pedro in Puerto Rico. Several years ago, I participated in a pilgrimage to the Holy Land. In Jordan, I visited the city of Petra. I had the opportunity to walk alongside our guide, a Bedouin nomad. During our time together, I asked him if he had a certain strategy for walking in the desert. He did not immediately reply. Instead, he stopped, picked up a stone, and hurled it several yards ahead of us. He began to walk again and motioned for me to accompany him. When we reached the spot where the stone landed, he picked it up and hurled it once more. He smiled and said, "I walk in the desert from stone to stone." That evening, as I read El Aposento Alto, the Spanish language of the edition of the Upper Room, I understood the guide's message in a new way. Life is lived in stages. It is a journey of diverse experiences, trials, disappointments, achievements, and so on. By asking God to walk with us, we can face life's most challenging experience and live one stone at a time. Thought for the day. God walks beside me every day. Prayer. Thank you, God, for walking beside us every day. You are our guide in good times and in bad times. Amen. So these are always good, but this one can hit home with any of you. We all have good times and bad times. Sometimes the good times, like being on vacation, seem like they fly by. Like a week can go by and you wonder what happened. But in bad times, a day seems like a week. But I liked what he said, going stone to stone, and that life comes in stages. That way you don't get so overwhelmed. Because when you think about life as a whole, it is overwhelming. From the time you're a kid, or when you're a kid or a teenager growing up, you look ahead and you're like, I have, school to get through and graduation, and what am I going to do afterwards? Am I going to go work? Am I going to go to college? Am I going to get married? Am I going to have kids? What's my career going to be? Where am I going to retire? And if you put all that in one, it's really overwhelming. But if we take life day by day and stage by stage, you realize that bad times end, that they're not going to last forever, that things can get better, that it's just a moment in time. It's just a stage that we'll get past. And through the good and the bad, God is with me. It makes it a little easier to get through. We go through bad times. Look for not only is God with you, but sometimes He puts people with you. People He put in your life to be His hands and feet and to comfort you, to be with you, to lift you up through those hard times, to get back to the good. So just kind of always take a step back and review the situation and not get overwhelmed in the weeds of it, or not being able to see the forest for the trees, so they say. When you're stuck in the middle of everything and you can only see the immediate things going on around you, you don't see the big picture. I've always been a big picture guy. If I could step back and look at the big picture, not worry about the daily stressors, because long in the distance, I know it's going to work out. It's always going to be okay. It always has been. I've been through rough times, but it always works out. God always takes care of it, and we're always okay. So that's the message today. Just like the waves roll there, they continue and they never stop. One life will never stop. It'll keep rolling, but God will never stop. He's with you. Every step, every wave, you're not alone. Even when you feel alone, you're not alone. So I hope you have a good night. Get some good sleep. Start a fresh day tomorrow. Hope everyone's enjoying spring break. I love you guys. Have a good one.